Hi everyone, hope you're having a good Sunday. This message is to let you know kind of the final, hopefully the very final changes that I'm making to the course. I know I made a couple of changes in the last little bit, but hopefully you guys will be happy with this one because it's going to mean far less work for the rest of the semester. So basically what happened was on Friday I got a message from Humber giving me permission to kind of cut some final assignments if I needed to, or modify them so that you guys have a lot less work to do and things are going to be hopefully less stressful for you, and you'll be able to be more easily be successful with the course. So with that in mind, I've made some changes, and that's what this message is all about. If you remember, before I told you that the final mark would be out of maybe 90 or 95, and I would convert that into a mark out of 100. So now it's going to be a mark out of about 75 that I'll convert into 100. So let me just quickly show you a couple of examples of how those marks could work. So I'm going to take you to Blackboard. And what I've done is, this is something called Student Preview Mode, and this allows me to create like a little fake student and show me what you guys would see, right? So this is what normally you guys see, right? You click on My Grades, and this is what you get. So remember, this is a fake student. It's not anyone actually in the class. So you see that this guy has a percentage right now of about 76. This is what's called the weighted total. So it shows you kind of based on the assignments that you've handed in so far, what would your percentage be? This can go up a little bit. This can go down a little bit, depending on how well you do on the next couple of assignments, right? So that mark can go up or down, but it needs to be above 50 to pass the course. Now, most people are going to want to get as high a mark as possible, obviously, but you know, there are some people who are just concerned with passing the course, and for that you need 50%. So again, this could go up or down a little bit. This mark, though, the total, this can only go up. It's impossible for this mark to go down. This shows you how many points, basically, you've got from all the assignments so far. So you'll see that this is out of 63 so far, and as I told you, it's going to be out of 75. So again, you need 50%. So what's 50% of 75? 37.5. You need that total to be 37.5 or higher to pass the course. So technically, this student, this fake student, has already passed the course. It's impossible for him to fail the course because he's already got over 37.5, right? Let me show you another example here. So let me go back to Blackboard and show you another fake student. So we go to My Grades. And this guy's right around, he's actually at the passing mark. He's got 50% right now. But remember, this can go up or down, so he's not guaranteed yet. Let's look at his total. His total is 28. Remember, he needs 37.5, so he needs about 10 more marks just to make sure that he's passed. But look at this, it's only out of 56, so there's a couple of assignments he still hasn't handed in yet. Remember, our other guy, I think, was out of 62 or 63. So there's still like 20 points, 19 points that this guy can make up, depending on the assignment. If it's something that he missed, like at the beginning of the course, probably that's just too late to do. But, you know, he's got a number of assignments that he can still hand in and make up that 37.5 and get that 50%. So it's still, you know, if you're in this situation where you're hovering around 50, a little bit below, a little bit above or something, make sure you hand in the rest of the assignments that are available, and probably you'll get this total to 37.5 or higher, right? Okay, so the next thing that I want to do is to talk about the final assignments that are left themselves. And let's start with what we're going to focus on. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to take you to the Getting Started section of Blackboard. Okay, remember we talked way at the beginning of the course, this course outline, right? So I'm going to take you to that course outline. And basically what happens is Humber gives you, or gives me and you, a number of course learning outcomes. This is what it says: upon successful completion of this course, students will be able to. Now, we've pretty much covered all of these except for number 4. Practicing pre-writing and revision techniques as essential aspects of the writing process. What does this mean? This means things that you do before you start writing, and we've been working on that in the next little bit, or sorry, the last little bit, with your outline assignment and all of those things that prepare us to start writing. We haven't really talked about revision, and that's the final thing that we really need to work on. So let me take you and show you a basic rundown of the final assignments that we have left. Okay, so I've got a little PowerPoint here to show us. So one of these is task 6. Now task 6, it's something that we have dealt with before. It's the references page. We did it in week 4. But if you remember, this can be submitted as many times as you wish. So if your mark is not very good for this, that's a way to raise those grades. Okay, so you have up until April 17th, the last day of classes. Task 11, this was I call it the technical outline. This asked you questions about the parts analysis, the operating principles. I asked you to write a formal sentence definition of green roof. So this is something that's changed. I'm going to allow a resubmission one time for a higher mark. So you need to wait until I mark that task 11. I'll be doing it this week. You take my comments and you improve on the assignment. Okay, so again, this is working on revision. You take some comments that I've made, this is how you can make it better, and you make it better. Okay? The draft assignment, this was a 5% assignment. And let me just read what it says here. If you remember, this is actually a 2-part assignment. Part 1 was to write a parts analysis or an operating principles paragraph. So this was due this weekend. So maybe if you haven't quite finished it yet, you've still got time to do it. So I'm going to rename this just to avoid some confusion. I'm going to rename this Draft Part 1, 2.5%, and then Draft Part 2, 2.5%, will be to rewrite and improve your paragraph based on my comments. So again, you're going to have to wait until I take a look at that draft and give you some comments and then rewrite it and make it better. So that's why Part 2 is due, again, on the last day of classes, April 17th. So I'll be marking them this week. Hopefully I'll give you some comments back by the middle of the week, and then you'll have a week or 10 days to rewrite that paragraph. Okay? Task 12, it's a little mini assignment. I will be giving you details on that by tomorrow. So let's read this. This task has to do with rewriting and editing for grammar and sentence structure. So details and videos and help will be posted on Monday, April 6th. That's tomorrow. This will help you with the draft, the final assignment, and resubmitting task 11. So it's just a little mini assignment with grammar, but it's going to help you with rewriting with editing. Okay? The final 10%. So again, I'll read it out. The final assignment will no longer be worth 25% and will be much shorter. So basically, it will be rewriting some of your answers from the outline assignment that you handed in last week and that you've already got comments on. You've already got a key, basically, to that. So details will go out this week, hopefully tomorrow, Monday, and it will be due April 17th. Okay? So I'm just going to go quickly through those again. Task 6, references page. You can resubmit it as many times as you wish. I've been remarking those that people have been resubmitting. So if you want, you can resubmit that. Keep going until April 17th for a higher mark. Task 11, you've handed in hopefully the middle of the week. I will be, as soon as possible, looking at those, giving you feedback, and you can resubmit that one. Again, you have until the end of the course, April 17th, to resubmit that one. Okay? The draft, you hopefully handed me in one this weekend. I'm going to be renaming this draft Part 1 2.5%. If you give me a serious attempt, you get 2.5, you get the full marks. Okay? So anyone who's given me this should be getting marks for that soon, and comments. You're going to have to wait for the comments, unfortunately, in order to do the redraft, but you have 2 weeks to do that. You have until April 17th. Okay? Task 12. This will be up tomorrow, and this should be easy enough to do during the week. It's, again, one of those mini assignments, and it's about grammar points that you're going to see on comments on the other assignments. The final, this will be up probably Monday. You can already start working on that. Why? Because it's basically rewriting some of the things from the outline assignment. If you haven't handed in the outline assignment, please get to it as soon as possible. And please, if anyone has not got feedback for the outline assignment, if you haven't got a key for the outline assignment, please let me know as soon as possible. I believe I sent them by email to everyone who handed in the outline assignment. So if you haven't got that, please message me, and I'll get that out to you as soon as possible. Alright guys, I think that's all I have for now. I'm going to wrap this up as soon as possible so I can get it out to you. This video should be available on Blackboard, on Panopto, on YouTube, and I'm also sending out just a typed written version of it. So have a good Sunday, guys. I'll be back again with you Monday with details on task 12, the final assignment, and then I'm going to be spending the rest of the week marking your task 11 and your draft so that you guys can do revisions for that. All right, have a good Sunday, guys. See you later. Oh, also a reminder that our daily Q&A sessions from 4:30 to 5:30 will also continue to happen during the week. I'll see you guys then. Bye.